This video and every video on this channel is made possible by your support on patreon.com/616entertainment. I couldn't do this without you, and your contributions keep this channel alive. You can also grab an official shirt over on prowrestlingtees.com/616entertainment. Welcome to the brand new weekly series here on youtube.com/616entertainment, the UFC Championship Tournament. Over the next several months, 16 of the greatest light heavyweights of all time will face off in a single elimination bracket until there's only one man left standing. With submissions, knockouts, referee stoppages, and grueling wars where a judge's decision will render a winner, there's only one thing for certain. When the smoke clears, we'll have determined the first ever 616 Entertainment Light Heavyweight Champion. Don't forget to make your predictions in the comments. Now let's get to it. What's up, Dan-Dans? My name is Ian. Welcome to the UFC Championship Tournament. We are rolling through this first round, and here comes Mauricio Shogun He, Brazilian legend, former PRIDE Grand Prix winner, former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. He is violent on the feet. He is dangerous on the ground. Try and find a place where Shogun is not a threat to your life, and you're going to have a hard time coming up with an answer for that one. We are here at the Saitama Super Arena in Japan. Shogun He is ready to go to war. He's in the blue corner, but in the red corner, standing across from this Hall of Fame worthy fighter, will be this man. Don't get it twisted. You are looking at the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. That's Glover Teixeira. Now we have two Brazilian legends here duking it out in the cage in front of a sold-out Japanese crowd. And let me tell you something about Glover Teixeira if you don't know. If you stand on the feet with Glover Teixeira, he will knock you out. If you take him down, he will choke you out. There's a reason this man is considered a legend of the sport, and that's because nobody can take him lightly. Try and place a bet against Glover Teixeira and see how that works out for you. Let me give you a spoiler. Don't put your house on the line. Don't put your car on the line. Don't bet any more than $1 against Glover Teixeira, because you're going to be out $1. Do you understand? Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. This is about as even as they get, virtually identical, Mike Goldberg would say. But what would Bruce Buffer say? Let's find out right about now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Light Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 25 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Mauricio Shogun He. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Glover Teixeira!
Now, Dan-Dans, I don't know if you follow MMA in real life, but if you don't, you should. Because if you don't, you missed out on the absolute war that was Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka this past, well, at the time you're seeing this, it was like over a month ago. But a light heavyweight championship showdown. Place your bets in the comments right now before it's too late. Who's your pick to move on to the second round? Will it be Glover Teixeira? Will it be Mauricio Shogun He? Look at the head movement there from Glover, getting out of the way of that dangerous head kick from Shogun. Hits him in the body, and that body kick may have hurt Shogun. He took one strike, and he's backing off big time. This is a showdown between two Brazilian legends. Oh, man, what just happened there? I think Mauricio Rua caught him with a short uppercut. Dazed him for a quick second. Oh man, uppercut of his own. Shogun's on wobbly legs. These guys did not come to play. Dynamite is in the air and the fuse has been lit. Somebody is going to explode. It's only a matter of time, and it might be Shogun He as Glover Teixeira unloads against the cage. Oh my God, an overhand right that will crumble the pyramids. We may be in Japan, the pyramids may be far away, but they felt the shockwave. Don't get it twisted. Shogun's got to get out of here. Shogun is trapped against the cage and he's getting absolutely bombed on. If there's one weakness that we've seen in Shogun over the years, it might be the gas tank, but it's not the hands. It's not the hands. The boxing is at play. Glover Teixeira got a little overzealous there, and Shogun said, don't forget who you're in here with, pal, okay? You're in here with Shogun, all right? Do you know what that means? Look it up, pal. Oh, man. 3-piece in a soda. Shogun's in big trouble. This is such a different show as Shogun shoots and secures the takedown. But this isn't good either. This is a dangerous place to be with Glover Teixeira. He's a menace off his back, and if he gets your back, you might as well start writing your letter home at that point in time, because by the time it gets to your fucking mama's mailbox, you're going to be waking up in the hospital. Do you understand? This is such a different show from the Fight Night Championship Tournament where I could hit you guys with like boxing factoids and the fighters' backgrounds. There's no time for that here. I'm not going to be able to get through this sentence without somebody getting fucked up. There it is! I told you! Shogun is down! And that's going to do it! Eve Levine steps in! It's a knockout victory for Glover Teixeira! I warned you in the series premiere that these fights were not going to be 30-minute brawls. That this was going to be explosive. It was going to be unpredictable. Look at that left hook. Just a clean left hook. Glover Teixeira planted his feet. He saw his opening. He took it. And Shogun, who was looking up at the lights right now, wondering if those are the pearly fucking gates. And with good reason. Glover Teixeira is moving on in the UFC Championship Tournament. Bruce Buffer, tell him.
Has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Glover Teixeira.
Oh my goodness. Now, I told you guys that sometimes these episodes are going to be short, and I'm going to do a little bit of add-on content to juice the clock a little bit, because I don't want you guys to be able to predict when you see the length of the video, oh, this is going to end in 1 minute. Why would I even bother watching? I'm going to keep you on your toes, you understand? Before we get to some extra factoids, take a look at the updated bracket. It is shaping up nicely, and take a look at what we've got coming next week. Are you out of your ass, Dan-Dans? I love you, and I'll see you next week. Oh, I promised you guys some factoids here at the end of the video. I didn't tell you they were going to come after the credits, but here they are, so I hope you enjoyed them. I don't have time to tell you in these quick-ass fights about the MMA factoids that I want to hit you with, but did you guys know that Glover Teixeira is the second oldest champion in UFC history? Coming in only behind Randy the Natural Couture, who's a fighter that I would love to have in this tournament. But Randy and the UFC don't get along, and Randy's likeness has never been available for the UFC video games. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Not only is Glover the second oldest champion in UFC history, but he is the oldest first-time champion in UFC history, as Randy won the title across multiple weight classes several times across his career. Not the case for Glover. Here's an interesting one. How about this? Do you know who was one of the main teammates at the pit for Glover Teixeira earlier on in his career? How about none other than the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, who if you're paying attention to the tournament brackets, yes indeed, the very next fight for Chuck Liddell and Glover Teixeira will be against each other. That's a fight that never would have taken place in real life because teammates don't fight each other very often. But here in the 616 verse, we're going to see that dream fight finally come to fruition. And how about this, because I can't stop gushing about the guy. Glover Teixeira has the most finishes in light heavyweight history when it comes to the UFC, with 13. And not only does he have the most finishes in light heavyweight history, he has the most submissions in light heavyweight history with 7. It's out of control. Glover Teixeira has had a Hall of Fame career. But speaking of Hall of Famers, man, we gotta talk about Mauricio Shogun He. He may have taken a loss here, but look, there's no shame in getting beat by Glover Teixeira, like we just mentioned. Hall of Fame career, give it some time, he's gonna wind up there. But Shogun himself, not only is he a former light heavyweight champion in the UFC, not only is he the PRIDE 2005 middleweight Grand Prix champion, but Shogun He is already a UFC Hall of Famer. His fight with Dan Henderson at UFC 139, my favorite fight of all time, is in the UFC Hall of Fame, in the fight win. Shogun has 3 Knockout of the Night awards to his name, with victories over Lyoto Machida, James Tahuna, Chuck Liddell. He's won Fight of the Night 4 times, and though he is winding down his career, Shogun is still getting into the cage to this day, and is still kicking ass and taking names. So shout out to the legend Mauricio Shogun He. You may have taken a loss here today, but that doesn't impact your already Hall of Fame career. Dan Dance, you have fun today? I know I did. I'll see you next time.